Man, sometimes the game is slop. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I can't tell if it is or not. Sometimes it is, and I still like playing it. In this case, I'm not sure what is what, but Xmas Survivors. I am a sucker for a good survivor like roguelike, bullet hell, whatever you want to call it. Give me a character, give me a weapon, let me have a level up bar, send a bunch of enemies at me, and give me three choices every couple minutes. That's what I want. I want bars and numbers to go up. I want enemies flying at me. I want crazy shit happening. And I mean, what else? What else can you ask for? And in the case of Xmas Survivors, I bought this as a one-off slop Christmas make a Christmas video, play a Christmas game. Also, I love slop, so I just hit all. It's a survivor like. I'm getting all of my check boxes, my boxes check marked. But here we are. I'm still playing this game, guys. I can't help it. It's not bad. Like, it looks like crap. I think it's on purpose. I don't know. It definitely runs like it's doing 17 frames a second half the time. It looks like it was made on the PlayStation 2. It looks like it was made for PlayStation 3 but ported to PlayStation 2. Like, it's confusing, but my God, it does it right. I have to say, the pace, the flow, like, I'm still finding things that I didn't know were in the game, like different weapon types. I slowly but surely have leveled up. Bomb gift right there, boom. That's a new one. Never seen that before. So I thought, let's try it out. Again, the best survivor games give you something to play for. They give you a variety. They give you crazy builds and all that sort of nonsense. And this one does all of that. I don't remember how much it was when I bought it. I feel like it was probably like under $10. I usually buy these things when they're on some kind of sale, so they're even cheaper. And usually, oh, Christmas baubles. I love baubles. Usually, I get kind of burnt, or well, not burnt because I expect slop to be slop, but sometimes you get a hitter, and Xmas Survivors is actually, I mean, I'm playing it because nothing else in my library is calling my name. I had to step away. If you follow the channel, I was playing RimWorld. I teased some RimWorld. I showed some RimWorld, and I talked about some RimWorld. And, well, here's the thing. RimWorld is one of those games that as soon as I started playing it, I didn't stop for hours, like 12 hours. I didn't pee, I didn't eat, I didn't do it. I was just like, I gotta keep going, speed up time, see what happens next, speed up time, pause, think about things. It was very clearly in a matter of 3 days taking up all my time, and I was like, oh, that's dangerous. So that's going to be like a game I have to play when it's safe. It's like if you really like crack, but you're addicted to it, but you really like it. So you're just like, okay, I have to do it when I know I'm not going to go crazy. Or I can only do it when I have the time to go crazy. So RimWorld is still being, it's on the run, but if I touch it, there will be no other videos or any other things being done in my life. So I'm kind of at a impetus, as they say, an impasse. So good old Mexican standoff, if you will. So we'll get to some RimWorld. In the meantime, there hasn't really been any good survivor type games popping on the PlayStation. Plenty of them on Steam. I see plenty of them on Steam that I can't play. Plenty of genre bending examples on Steam that I can't play, but oh well. I'm sure 5 more people will tell me in the comments, dude, just get a PC. Dude, what are you doing to yourself? Get a PC. You're blah, blah, blah. I know. I'm sort of a masochist like that. I like to handicap myself, to challenge myself by holding myself back and being like, man, it's so hard. And everybody's like, it doesn't have to be. I'm like, yeah, but it is. Look how hard I'm making it on myself. I only make videos on my PlayStation. Why? Because I like it. Honestly, it's because like, you can go to the store, you can buy a PlayStation brand new, you can plug it in, you can sign in, you can sign into your YouTube, now connected, you can play games, you can record those games, you can live stream those games, and you can edit those games and upload them all straight to YouTube if you want to, and not have to do anything extra. It's all right there, built in, and it's convenient. And for a person like me, well, that's my weakness, convenience, like the dead Kennedys used to say, give me convenience or give me death, because that's the American way. In God we trust. Now give me more money. Anyway, what was I saying? This game's pretty good. That's what I was saying. The variety of enemies is awesome. I actually, in this run, will see enemies I've never seen before. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna pause, and I'm gonna just zoom through some of this real quick for you guys, not for me. Okay? Be right back. All right, I'm back. Did I miss anything? No, because it was only a split second for you guys. The power of the editing of the magic of the power of the magic of editing. Okay, so we're just gonna speed through all the. See, in this one, you have sort of these Christmas trees that spawn presents, which are power-ups. So you just kind of make a line, and you go from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And by the time you get to the last one, the first one is filled back up again, and you can run back to it. So you just kind of make a big circle, and you go around getting all your power-ups and trying to survive, and hope you get lucky. And yeah. It's just the typical Survivor fare, but it's Christmas themed. And you'd think, well, it's not Christmas time anymore. You wouldn't even want it. Well, it still actually draws me in. Like, it's actually that interesting. That when I'm sitting there going like, man, I want to play something, but I don't want to play anything I have. This game kind of stares at me and goes like, well, I mean, you can play some Xmas Survivors, and well, here we are, trying to split up the slop and the Tavern Manager game footage. Honestly, Tavern Manager is the best thing I've been playing lately. Like, it's the most fun for me. It's fun to make the videos. I've been enjoying myself much like I used to when I was making videos in the early days, when it was still just doing it for fun. And then I started doing it because I was like, no, now I'm sucked in. I gotta keep making videos. I'm gonna be somebody someday. I'm gonna do something with my life. It's gonna be YouTube. And then I came back to the whole like, who cares? I'm just doing this because I have no idea what else to do. I like making videos and talking about stuff, so here we go. Let me just divert the conversation to V8 energy orange pineapple drinks. These little tiny energy cans kind of remind me. It's like, when I was a little kid playing Mega Man, he had that little energy can. You never realized that was just Red Bull. But yeah, these V8 energies are just so good. I haven't had one in so long. I decided to grab some and stock up on some, and damn, they're good. I'm sure it's got some food coloring or cancer powder in it, but it's better than soda. I used to be a big soda drinker. I used to drink literally nothing but soda. I grew up, we had soda in the house, but it wasn't like we were like not allowed to drink it because we were kids. We got Kool-Aid and juice and milk and stuff. And then like around teenage years, it was like, no, you can drink soda now. And then it was just like, when I became a live on my own, not really adult, but grown-up kid living on my own, I'm like, bruh, I'm just drinking soda. That's what it has. Everything you need. It has water, it has calories, it has sugar, it has, it's everything a kid needs, a grown boy needs. I used to watch all these videos of like old people, and they'd be like, you're the second oldest person in America right now. How did you live so long? And it'd be this like fucking 800-year-old mummy sucking on a Virginia Slim and sipping on a fucking whiskey. And she's like, The secret to a long, healthy life is just 3 Marlboros a day and 14 cans of Coca-Cola. And I was like, see, if it works for them, I should be fine. So I just drink soda all the time. Like, literally, it was my coffee, it was my water, it was everything. I was just shy of pouring into my cereal to eat my cereal with some fucking Coca-Cola. And it was cheap, you know? Back in my day, it was $2.50 for a 12-pack of cans of Sam's Cola. So that's what I would drink. I would go get fucking 3 or 4 packs. That'd be like a weekend or so, a couple days. I drink like a pack a day. And that was my life. I'd even drink warm soda. I was one of those weirdos who I like warm soda. I don't care. I was like, do you drink hot coffee in the morning? What's the difference? And then when I was 29, I was diagnosed with MS. And in my brain, I was utterly convinced that I had fucked up my entire body by drinking nothing but soda and high fructose corn syrup and all the bullshit that's in soda and all that. So I literally just quit drinking soda at that point. Cold turkey. I was like, I'm never drinking soda again. I'm convinced that's what I even asked the doctors. I was like, is there any way that drinking a lot of soda would cause this? And they're like, what? No, dude. Are you retarded? I was like, no, but you don't understand. I don't think you understand. I mean, like, what if I only drank soda and like a lot of it? Like, no. Diabetes maybe, but it wouldn't affect anything to do with this. So I'm like, okay, well, it still can't be good, right? Like, so in my head, I was just like, you know what? Let's just cut that out. A lot of people talk about the cutting out sugar thing is a big deal. So I was like, let's just see. And so I quit drinking soda for a very long time. Then I discovered a local 7-Eleven, and they had this Mountain Dew, like, tropical summer, like, specifically only a flavor that 7-Eleven has and only in the summertime in certain regions. And it was like Code Red Mountain Dew, but like better. And so that became my new addiction. And then for a couple months, I was addicted to that. And oh, you know what happened? I know what happened. I ended up in the hospital again. I had gotten sick. Somehow I got a crazy bacterial, or what is it? MRSA. I got a MRSA infection in my lungs. And I was in a coma. And like, when I finally got out of that ordeal debacle and I got home, I was like, I just really want a cold fountain soda from, like, I wanted that Mountain Dew. And I had one. And then I just, like, I don't know, became re-addicted to just that. So every day I had to go to 7-Eleven and get me a giant Mountain Dew tropical summer splash, whatever the fuck it was. And then it started becoming a thing where I was like, dude, I can't do this. Like, I'm doing it again. I'm just drinking soda. So I once again quit. That was like 17 years ago. So I quit soda, and then no, it wasn't. It was like 8 years ago. But either way, I quit soda for good, and then I was only drinking water because I discovered these water flavor enhancers called Mio, but they had they have caffeine and flavor and vitamins. And I was like, well, if I'm just using that and I'm putting a little bit of caffeine and vitamins, because, you know, like, caffeine's not bad for you. It's just the delivery method of high fructose corn syrup in a can with a bunch of other bullshit in it is not the best way to get your caffeine. So I was like, I started drinking coffee. That's how I would get my morning caffeine. And then, like, I found those Mio drink enhancers with caffeine in it. I'm like, oh, so I can have flavored water with caffeine and vitamins in it, and definitely less shit in it than the soda had. So that's kind of where I've been for the last few years. I pretty much just drink water with flavoring in it. And then recently, within the last few, well, probably the last year for sure, my wife and I was like, we were at Schnucks, which is a local grocery store, and one time, and I was like, you know what's really good? They have their own root beer in glass bottles, and it's just so good. We should get some. And so we did. and then we just started getting that like regularly. So like we have like we get a little 4 pack of glass root beer bottles every week or two, and every once a week or so, or on the weekend, we have a little root beer time. And that's the only soda I drink anymore, really, is root beer. But I drink a lot of I got like a lot of Arizona tea. Like I like Arnie Palmer's little lemonade and iced tea mixed together. They make strawberry ones, which is even better. And yeah, so I've just been I don't know, hydrating lately with some different stuff. Also got these energy drinks called Bum, and they seem to be like a not, it's not like a rock star where it's just fucking extra sugar water, but none of that stuff is 100% good. So it's just nice to have something to drink that's not complete garbage, or at least for now we don't think it's complete garbage. I'm sure in 10 years we'll find out that all these things are purposely designed to make us retarded and gay, but whatever. Until then, hey, I like the way it tastes in my mouth. I mean, what? Man, am I still going on this? Can you guys believe this? I think this is my best run I've ever done on this level. I don't think I've made it this long. I don't think I remember seeing one of those chocolate chip cookies or these other colored ghosts. Bro, they're breaking out the dark sheets. My gosh. Even the polar bears gave up. They probably left because my story was boring. You guys want to hear about what I like to drink? Well, when I was a kid, I liked to drink this, and then when I grew up, I drank that. Nowadays, I like to drink this. Wow, dude, riveting content. If one person comments below about drinks, I will be ecstatic. Just letting you know, if you're hearing this, comment below what you like to drink. What's your favorite drink? And what's your favorite thing that you do that you shouldn't do? Like, I used to drink only soda, but I knew it was bad. Or if maybe, like with AMS, I was like, yeah, okay, I think it's because I drank a lot of soda. And the doctor's like, no, it's not. And I was like, yeah, I think it is. Have you ever, like, thought that you knew better than someone else, but in a just totally opposite way like that? Like, where you're like, okay, I still think it's bad, so I'm going to not do it. Wow, those are 3 specific instances that maybe 2 people will even relate to. So good luck. Oh, speaking of good luck, movies. I don't watch movies a lot. I mean, I used to. My whole life was watching movies all the time. But then it got to the point where I was like, I'm done watching people's fake ass bullshit stories. I just don't care. Unless I see something that looks interesting, like good luck, have fun, don't die. That movie was like, okay, this looks like a fun little romp. I love Sam Rockwell, and I love a good time travel comedy action what the fuck's going on movie. So I saw that recently, and I have to say, I enjoyed it, but people do not know how to end movies anymore. Like, it's like everybody has a really good idea, and they have like some decent ideas for the filler and like what's going on. But nobody knows how to end anything anymore. Like, endings are always either like, what happened? Or how does that, what? Like, you could tell they just wrapped it up. Like, oh, wait, we got to end this. So I wasn't too impressed with the ending. It was also kind of predictable if you're like me and you're just kind of like, oh, I see where this is going. Like, I know that it's a formula, and it's like, I can't watch magicians. I used to be into magic when I was a little kid, like actual sleight of hand magic. And then it made it where I can't watch magicians anymore because I was like, oh, you guys are dumb. Like, this is all fake. Like David Copperfield, like whatever he's doing right now, it's fake. He expertly designed all of it so that it would fool you, and that you're being fooled, but you still want to be? Okay, now I understand more about humanity than I ever needed to. Thanks, magic. What's the point? I don't remember. That happens sometimes when you get on a tangent. You just kind of, the creek, it splits off into a couple different directions, and you just go with the current, and you forget where you were originally headed. So that's where we are now. Yeah. I know I had a good point. I'd have to stop, go back and listen to what I said, and then go, oh, that's what I said, and continue. But I'm not going to do that because we like it raw here, real raw. Everything. It's one take. You get what you get. If I fuck up, I fuck up. Oh well. That's what you get here. Sincerity, raw truth. If I edit something, it's because I want it to be edited. If I leave something in, it's because I want it to be left in. If I don't care, it's because I don't care. Bro, I am killing it right now. Dude, we got Keebler elves running at us now. Where did they come from? I don't remember Keebler elves. Try our cookies. They're delicious. EL fudge. I don't know why they all sound like Sling Blade, but that's how it goes. I still haven't figured out why you'd want to make it more difficult. You get the option to make it difficult all the time. Dude, was that a little cute little teddy bear? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the visuals now. If you didn't know, I'm actually rewatching this footage and talking about it after the fact that I played it, because I don't always play and talk at the same time. It just depends on what I'm doing. You'll probably never know the difference. You know how many videos I've made where I played it and didn't talk, and then I went back and I talk like I'm playing it live, and you would never know the difference. And it's not cheating, it's not lying or fakery, it's just the way it goes. And I found out that there's people who actually made, in the early days, that used to be their content. Like they would pre-record themselves and then play it off like they're live streaming it or whatever, playing live, and I'm like, lame. But there's nothing wrong with playing a game and then, like, if you're not presenting yourself as a lie. I don't know. Here I am on a tangent again. You know what? Did I get too hopped up on energy drinks? Shit. It's early for me still. I've already made 2 videos and had 2 coffees, and now I'm on this energy drink, and maybe I should have balanced out all the energy with a little indica. I find balance is that's the recipe, you know? You get a little upper, you get a little downer, balance. Yeah, my phone agrees. Let's see what my phone has to say. Oh, it's Walmart. Oh no, it's snow. Yeah, we went from fucking 80 degrees to tornadoes to thunderstorms to snowing. And then it's going to be in the teens and single digits, and then it's going to be back to 80. And that is why I love living where I live, because sometimes you want to be like, what's the year going to be like? And then you'll get it all in one day. Be like, oh, you want to know what the weather is? Well, it's spring, winter, fall, summer. What? Oh, I'm sorry. It's winter, spring, winter, fall, spring, summer, winter, spring, summer, winter, winter, fall, then winter, then spring, summer, and then all winter again. It's real fun. And that was just one weekend. Any guesses? If you know, you know. If you don't like the weather, just wait around 15 minutes. It'll change. That's something we used to say growing up all the time, or here. You know what else? I'm old enough to remember what the sky was like before they started spraying it with lines. And I'm telling you, I've never said this out loud before, because it doesn't matter anymore. It's been way too fucking long and nobody cares, but I was there when it started. I remember the mid-90s playing outside in the summer with my friends in the neighborhood, because that's all we did all summer was play outside all day. Fucking wake up, eat some cereal. If it's the summertime, you're outside. Do I hear a basketball bouncing? Do I hear some noise outside? Boom. You're out there all day. And we used to literally be like, do you guys think it's weird that all these lines, where'd those come from? How come they're doing that now? It didn't used to be like that. And then within 3 years, it became a regular thing. And then the internet was talking about it because the internet was fresh. So, like, it was a new conspiracy. And I was like, yeah, I'm literally watching that. Like, we watched this happen. So my whole life, I've seen literal conspiracy theories happen in real time, experience them, and then also in real time experience the deception around me and how easily people are like, one week they're like, yeah, that is weird, I saw that too, to the next week being like, what are you talking about? The TV told me blah, 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 blah. Speaking of which, I stopped watching TV. I stopped listening to the radio back in 1999 because I realized that the time between content and commercials was changing the opposite direction, and it was like so formulaic that I was like, oh, this is garbage. So like, I think in 1999 I had my first, like, it's when you had like CDs and you can get like a disc changer and shit like that. And like, I remember my friend had a job and a nice car, and he bought himself a disc changer. And then when I got my first car, he sold me his 12 disc changer because he got a better thing. And I was like, dude, yes, I'm the man. I had a 1987 primer gray Ford Tempo, topped out at 80 miles an hour, and it had a 6 disc or 12 disc CD changer with a freaking remote in my hand. I was the king of the fucking world back then in my piece of shit box. I had 8 AFI CDs in there and like 3 freaking punk rock compilations, and then like, I don't know, who knows what else, I can't remember, but I was just that was me. All AFI in 1999, 2000. I miss my Ford Tempo. I have so many fun times driving a junk box. Anyway, are we still going? Can you believe? Oh shit! That's right. I forgot. I beat that level, guys. We got a whole new level now. Penguins. Pengus. We got Pingus. Anyway, this is one of those videos where I just wanted to have some me time, talk about some garbage, whatever I wanted to say, without having to stay on point. I've already shown this video, and there's not really much to talk about it, so it's just like, hey, perfect chance for me to, spill some tea and show some footage and break up the monotony of the other games and the slop I've been playing, because that's one of the points I was trying to make earlier, is I just had a lot of slop games and trying to break up the tavern management simulator game footage and all that. Well, here we are. So if you like these kind of games, this is just another one that it does what it does well. There's not too many options on the PlayStation, but this is definitely a good one. I got a couple more on my wish list. I'm definitely going to try to get and throw in here at some time. I'm just waiting for them to be like $2, and then I will. But otherwise, that was it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those cool things, and love you. See you next time. Bye.